Olivia here at the Walker Art Center. We're about to go in there and meet Dan. I'm Olivia. Nice to meet you.
Hi, John.
We were wondering, do you get a sense of hostility from your audience as far as the response of what do you know about our country? How you just like come into the U.S.
and it didn't happen nowhere. I mean, just one time I had like some nasty drawings about Istanbul, but not nasty, kind of critical, and I've been asked if I hate Istanbul.
Hey, Archie.
And no, because and that's the idea that's why I'm using humor, because it's a kind of a catch, and people somehow the shields everybody of us have, I kind of fell. And then you laugh, and then maybe you realize the situation is pretty much complex. So no, not so much. I had like one drawing once with like a tower from a minaret from a mosque, and somebody doing a bungee jumping out of this. And I said, Leah, my wife said, oh, this is kind of, you know, if somebody from the Muslim world will come and see. And there was somebody. And I didn't feel offended, but they asked why.
What kind of research do you do before you decide to do this? Like, you know, you have the Minnesota smoking ban up, and like, I didn't even know about that for a while. So how do you find this stuff out?
It's very amateuristic. Because I'm coming and I stay in some place like a month maximum, I cannot do a very deep research. So it's just I flip into newspaper and I talk with people. So if some of these stories tell me something, or if there's a main story, I do something about. And I don't do for every story. By the way, here I found a lot of free newspaper. It's not so usual, a lot of them. So you start to wonder why, what's happening. Is it good, is it not good? I don't know. So, you know, I do a kind of touristic kind of research, you know, a bit of impressionistic. And because I'm speaking with the curator or the other artist, then I get another kind of the second level. But I'm not doing very precise and very, you know, scientific or something, no. It's a bit of a jazz here. It's improvised. And it's like I have a certain structure, but the rest it's, you know, how it's coming, yeah.
What are you looking to accomplish with sort of like your critical and like satire look on like the places you're going? What are you looking to accomplish? What do you want people to take away? Do you want them to be like, remember just certain things and like sort of go and change like sort of their ways, or what are you looking to accomplish with your sort of like critical outlook?
Honestly, I think I have this is like a power to do in very simple lines, simple images, some very complex story. And what I want is like to distribute this kind of knowledge. And in my own opinion, I'm equal with politicians and with like thinkers, because I'm trained to be very sensitive. Very sensible to various things. And I use this. And if you can identify with my drawing, then I succeed. And it happens so often in my practice lately that, like, let's say I do a drawing about Germany on a museum in France, and there's somebody from Thailand laughing. So it's extraordinary in a sense. So I just want to keep this rolling. And I use this artistic environment because it's in a certain sense protected, and it's coming to your question now, because it's an art museum, it's not on the street. And on the street probably people could be more offended, but here they are prepared to, you know, it's a bit of a watch out, that's another kind of frame, so I can go a little bit further. You know, I'll be a bit careful in the public space what I'm saying, yeah.
Do you have other work that requires more detail or a different aesthetic?
In this very moment, no. I mean, this is like, I've been very academically trained. I was growing up in a Soviet kind of country, communist, and the education there was very Stakhanovistic, very, you know, if you have a certain talent, they'll put you in a special school. So I did 12 years of studying art. I graduated painting in Bucharest, in Romania. So, and this is like a rebellion against what they teach me. And my teachers are horrified when they see this. Like, no? So, in a way, how to say, my language, it's in time, it's like a process. And now I got to this point, I'm very satisfied with it, I keep with it, I stay with it. Yeah. There's no other, and I try to keep it simple and funny, and you know, a lot of the contemporary art needs so many explanations. And sometimes it's incomprehensible for me too. So I try to keep it cool, yeah. I grew up in a communist country, we didn't have informations enough. I didn't have the same model like you have. I didn't knew the art history because it was censored. So I didn't have models. And the models I got from my society, I reject them. So I have a different kind of relation with, like probably you have. And now it's a bit too late to, I understand and I like some of the artists, but it's complicated. I relate with them intellectually, but it's complicated to have it organically, you know. And I refuse masters and models and stuff, so, you know.